Stop scrolling right now, because if you're planning to buy a full-size luxury SUV anytime soon, this video could save you thousands and possibly years of regret. Lexus just rewrote its own rulebook, and what you're about to see is not a simple upgrade or facelift. This is a complete transformation of what a flagship luxury SUV is supposed to be. The new Lexus LX 800 Edge Hybrid isn't here to copy Range Rover or Mercedes. It's here to challenge them head-on in the most unexpected way possible. And before you spend six figures on a luxury batch, you really need to see this. If you think Lexus only plays it safe, think again, because this SUV proves that quiet luxury can still dominate the road, the mountains, and your wallet in the long run. The 2026-27 Lexus LX 800 Edge Hybrid blends brutal capability, next-generation hybrid power, and five-star luxury into one seriously intimidating package. This isn't just about comfort anymore. This is about intelligence, longevity, and power done the smart way. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why some people are already calling this the most complete luxury SUV ever built. What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Aussie Rev, the channel where we break down cars the way real buyers actually think. No marketing nonsense, no badge worship, just honest analysis so you know exactly what's worth your money and what isn't. And today's breakdown is a big one. Lexus has officially unveiled the next generation 2026 to 2027 Lexus LX 800 Edge Hybrid. And trust me, this isn't the Lexus you remember. New platform, new powertrain, redesigned interior, smarter tech, and ownership costs that could embarrass its European rivals. So stay with me till the end because this one might completely change your buying decision. The moment you see the new Lexus LX 800 in person, one thing becomes instantly clear. This SUV looks expensive without trying too hard. Lexus has kept its bold identity but refined everything around it. The front end feels wider, more confident, and more premium than before. The spindle grille is still there, but now it's cleaner, more integrated, and less overstyled. The LED daytime running lights are sharper and more technical, giving the LX 800 a modern, commanding face that looks just as good at night as it does in daylight. Underneath that sculpted body is one of the biggest upgrades Lexus has ever made. The LX 800 is now built on Toyota's latest TNGA-F body-on-frame platform, which is stronger, lighter, and far more refined than the old architecture. This isn't just about durability, it's about balance. The new platform improves ride comfort on the highway, increases rigidity for off-road use, and enhances safety at the same time. Lexus has managed to make this SUV feel tougher and more luxurious without compromise, and that's not an easy thing to pull off. From the side, the LX 800 Edge Hybrid looks every bit like a flagship. The silhouette is longer, more planted, and more muscular than the outgoing model. Massive alloy wheels fill the squared wheel arches perfectly, giving the SUV a confident stance that feels intentional rather than excessive. The body lines are clean and purposeful, avoiding unnecessary creases while still delivering a strong road presence. This is the kind of SUV that doesn't need loud styling to get attention. It commands respect simply by existing. At the rear, Lexus finally gives the LX the visual update it always deserved. The full-width LED light bar instantly modernizes the design and brings it in line with today's luxury SUV standards. The Lexus lettering across the tailgate replaces the old badge-heavy look, making it feel more premium and global. Everything about the rear design feels intentional, from the clean bumper layout to the subtle chrome accents. It's bold, but still classy, which perfectly matches Lexus's quiet luxury philosophy. The Edge Hybrid trim sits at the top of the LX lineup, and visually it makes that very clear. Unique wheels, exclusive exterior finishes, subtle badging, and upgraded detailing separated from lower trims without going over the top. This is luxury designed for people who appreciate refinement rather than flash. It's not trying to scream status, it simply assumes you already have it. Now let's talk about the heart of the LX 800 Edge Hybrid, because this is where Lexus completely changes the game. For years, the LX was known as a thirsty V8 luxury tank. Powerful, yes, but not exactly efficient. Lexus finally moved on, and the result is a twin-turbo V6 hybrid system that feels smarter, stronger, and far more modern. This setup isn't about saving fuel only, it's about delivering instant torque, smoother acceleration, and long-term reliability without sacrificing capability. Under the hood, the LX 800 Edge Hybrid combines a twin-turbocharged V6 engine with an advanced electric motor and high-capacity battery system. Combined output is expected to sit around 470 to 480 horsepower, with torque figures pushing close to 600 pound-feet. And torque is what really matters here. This SUV doesn't need to scream to feel fast. The electric motor fills in instantly, eliminating turbo lag and making this massive vehicle feel surprisingly responsive in everyday driving. For something this large and heavy, the performance numbers are honestly impressive. Lexus is targeting a 0 to 60 time in the mid-5-second range, which puts it right in line with many luxury sports sedans. But what matters more than raw numbers is how it feels. Acceleration is smooth, confident, and effortless. There's no drama, no harsh shifts, just a constant wave of power that builds quietly and relentlessly. This is fast without being aggressive, which perfectly suits the Lexus character. This is where the hybrid system really earns its badge. The outgoing LX struggled badly with fuel efficiency, often living in the low teens. The LX 800 Edge Hybrid is expected to deliver around 22 to 24 mpg combined, which is a huge improvement for a full-size body-on-frame luxury SUV. That means fewer fuel stops, lower running costs, and far better long-term ownership satisfaction. For buyers cross-shopping Range Rover or German V8 SUVs, this alone could be a deal-breaker. Power is delivered through a refined automatic transmission tuned specifically for smoothness and durability. Lexus keeps its legendary full-time four-wheel drive system, which means constant traction without hesitation. Whether you're merging onto the highway, driving in heavy rain, or pulling a trailer uphill, the LX 800 feels composed and confident. There's no wheel spin drama, no confusion from the drivetrain. It just works exactly how a flagship SUV should. Some people worry that hybrid means soft, but that couldn't be further from the truth here. The LX 800 Edge Hybrid keeps everything that made the LX legendary off-road. Multi-terrain select, crawl control, locking differentials, and adaptive air suspension all return, now working even more intelligently with the hybrid system. Low-speed torque from the electric motor actually improves crawling performance, making steep climbs and tricky terrain feel easier than before. The adaptive air suspension deserves special mention. In comfort mode, the LX 800 floats over broken roads like a luxury sedan, isolating passengers from imperfections. Switch to sport or off-road modes, and the suspension firms up, raises ride height, and completely changes the SUV's attitude. It's almost like driving two different vehicles. One minute you're cruising quietly through the city, the next you're confidently tackling rough trails without hesitation. No one expects a full-size luxury SUV to feel agile, but the LX 800 Edge Hybrid manages to feel controlled and predictable. Steering is light at low speeds for easy parking, then firms up nicely on the highway. Body roll is well managed, especially considering the size and weight. You're always aware this is a big vehicle, but it never feels clumsy or out of control. Lexus clearly spent serious time tuning this chassis. Braking performance is strong and confidence-inspiring. The hybrid system also assists with regenerative braking, which helps efficiency without making the pedal feel artificial. Emergency stops feel stable and controlled, even at speed. This matters because luxury isn't just about comfort, it's about feeling secure behind the wheel, and the LX 800 absolutely delivers that sense of safety. In daily use, this is where the LX 800 Edge Hybrid really shines. Traffic feels less stressful thanks to smooth throttle response and quiet operation. Long highway drives feel effortless with the engine barely working at cruising speeds. Even towing or carrying heavy loads doesn't break the calm. This SUV adapts to your lifestyle rather than forcing you to adapt to it, And that's a huge win for buyers who actually plan to live with their vehicle. The 2026-27 Lexus LX 800 Edge Hybrid isn't trying to be flashy for attention. It's doing something far more dangerous than that. It's being smart, confident, and brutally well thought out. This is a luxury SUV that delivers power without excess, comfort without compromise, and capability without excuses. Lexus didn't chase trends here. They built something that quietly outclasses most of its rivals where it actually matters. But now the real question is yours, not mine. Would you choose the LX 800 Edge Hybrid for its legendary reliability, hybrid efficiency, and all-terrain confidence? Or would you still take a Range Rover, Mercedes GLS, or BMW X7 for the badge and European prestige? Drop your honest opinion in the comments below. I read every single one, and your feedback decides what we cover next. And if you want more real, no-nonsense luxury car breakdowns before you spend your hard-earned money, make sure you subscribe to Aussie Rev, hit that like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next.